Hello everyone, welcome back to the Chemical Engineering and Aspen channel. Today we will be doing a simulation on Aspen HYSYS, and the topic which we will be choosing today for the simulation will be the heat exchanger simulation. Heat exchanger is an important equipment once we talk about any process industry because usually heating and cooling are involved in the process industries, chemical industries. So obviously the heat exchangers plays a vital role, and it is important to determine the flow rates, the temperatures, and various conditions which occur in the heat exchanger. So we will be doing an example today in Aspen HYSYS to simulate a heat exchanger successfully. So if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe to the channel, click on the bell icon to get all updates related to this channel. So first thing is to add the component, and we will select ethanol water mixture. So first we will enter the ethanol and then we will enter water as component here. Going to the fluid package, click on the add and we will select NRTL non-random 2 liquids as the property package. Once we have defined the component list and we have defined the property package, we can go to the simulation environment. And in this simulation environment, you can see here the heat exchanger is placed. So we will click on it and we will paste it over here and double click on it, and now we will do the stream connections over here: shell side inlet, shell side outlet, tube side inlet, and tube side outlet. So we say at shell side inlet we say ethanol in, and we designate that as ethanol in. First stream is defined, then ethanol out, then the second stream is defined over here. Then at tube side inlet we say water in or water inlet, you can have different nomenclature, and then water out. And in the same way, we can change the name of this E100 as HEX1 or heat exchanger. Going to the worksheet, and you can see that 4 streams are defined over here. So we have to obviously define 2 full streams for the proper answers. So let's say that water is entered the heat exchanger at 25 degrees centigrade and 300 kilopascal, and the molar flow rate of water is 1000 kmol per hour. And we have to define the mole fraction here. So water mole fraction is 1 over here. Similarly, we have to define the ethanol inlet. Let's say that the vapor value is 1. If you remember that out of vapor, temperature and pressure, we have to define any 2. So let's define vapor and the pressure as 300 kilopascal and the molar flow rate as 50 kmol per hour, and then defining the mole fraction of ethanol as 1. Now we have to define the pressure drop. We can manually write these over here, or we can go to this design tab. In the parameters, we can define the shell side and tube side pressure drop. And let's assume that these are the 10 and 10 kilopascal on both sides. Now, once we have defined all of these parameters, now we have to define the outlet temperature of any one of the stream. It could be water out, it could be ethanol out. Let's say we assume that the water at the outlet, that the temperature of the water at the outlet of the heat exchanger is 30 degrees centigrade. So you can see that this tab or this bar has turned green, and it is okay. It means that we have successfully simulated the heat exchanger, and you can see that the outlet temperature from the heat exchanger of ethanol stream is 107.4. If we change it to 40 degrees centigrade, only the vapor fraction is changed while there is no change in the temperature. So you can see in the same way, you can go to the performance tab, you can check the duty, the value of UA approach, LMTD, hot pinch temperature, cold pinch temperature, and uncorrected LMTD. In the same way, you can draw the different plots over here. Similarly, you can get the values of table of shell side and tube side over here. And similarly, once you go to the properties, you can guess or you can estimate different properties over here for water in, water out, ethanol in, and ethanol out. So these are the various properties which you can estimate. So this is how we simulate a heat exchanger. Actually, I could say the shortcut heat exchanger successfully in Aspen HYSYS. So this is a refresher of what we have previously done in our videos where we had simulated the heat exchanger, but it was demanded from valuable viewers to make another example on it. So I'm creating another example related to the heat exchanger. So I hope you have understood all the aspects of this lecture. If you have any queries, feedback, suggestion, please provide it in the comment box and I would be happy to answer it. So that's it from today's lecture. Thank you so much. Please do watch, like, share the video and subscribe to the channel. Also click on the bell icon to get all updates related to this channel. Till then, it's goodbye. Stay tuned for more exciting videos on this channel.